Vivacious 20-year-old Sarah Butler is found murdered, her strangled body buried under leaves in a park. The grisly discovery comes after 4 torturous days of searching, and now with a lifetime of torment for her broken-hearted parents.
This is something I have to live the rest of my life. You know, people say it's gonna get easier, gonna get a little better. I don't know if that will ever happen.
Tragically, Sarah's parents are not alone in their grief. The bodies of 2 more young women are found murdered close by, Robin West and Joanne Brown. Police say Joanne, like Sarah, was strangled. The remains of Robin West were so badly burned it took cops 2 weeks just to identify her. Authorities in New Jersey believe he torched the house to cover his tracks. And now they believe one man is responsible for all 3 murders, a serial killer on the loose. Reporter Christy Duffy from our affiliate Pix 11 in New York has been chasing leads.
Serial killers kill 2, 3, or more people, and they typically follow a specific pattern, targeting the same victims, all young, pretty African-American women from New Jersey who were allegedly strangled and left in an abandoned or remote location.
33-year-old Joanne Brown's strangled body was found in an abandoned house, not far from where cops found Sarah Butler.
She was just a very nice person, always wanted to make sure everybody was happy.
Joanne's friends say she was sweet but tough. They claim she knew how to defend herself. And that brings them to this terrifying thought. They now wonder if there are actually 2 serial killers stalking young women in New Jersey.
Do you think he acted alone?
I honestly don't believe so, because she's very, very strong. So I believe it was not just him, because it's like, I know her.
Sarah Butler's father agrees.
I think he wasn't working by himself.
Police are very hush-hush. They won't even comment on the theory of more than one serial killer. But there's another baffling mystery in the murder of Joanne Brown. Her friends claim at around the same time she went missing, an unknown person hacked her Facebook account and created some chilling posts on her page.
Some sexual stuff that she was doing or gonna do to somebody.
Yeah, it was like very disturbing. If you knew her, you knew she wouldn't, say stuff like this about herself.
Police aren't touching that subject either. But now, after a hard look at the evidence, they believe they have their man. Could this be the object face of evil? The proposed serial killer who has terrorized this community for months. Cops have arrested a 20-year-old grocery store security guard named Khalil Wheeler Weaver.
State versus Khalil Wheeler Weaver.
And if convicted, he will be the youngest serial killer to attack this area since the infamous son of Sam, David Berkowitz, in the mid-70s.
Khalil Wheeler Weaver's attorney told reporters that her client is not guilty and that the prosecution team does not have enough evidence to actually connect him to all of these different murders. And she said that they're just trying to accuse him of this crime because the manner of his deaths are very similar.
There are some real shockers surrounding this baby-faced 20-year-old. He reportedly had a clean record prior to the murder charges. And get this, Wheeler comes from a family that includes at least 2 law enforcement officials in New Jersey.
When they told you that they had found the person that they believe killed your daughter, did that bring you any comfort?
No, it made me want to see him and see what he looked like and, ask him why he did it.
But a lot of serious questions remain unanswered. It turns out that Sarah Butler may have actually known Khalil Wheeler Weaver. Prosecutors say they were not boyfriend and girlfriend, but believe they did meet more than once on the same night she disappeared.
It does appear at this juncture that Miss Butler, a student at New Jersey City University, was acquainted with the defendant and that they encountered each other in Orange, New Jersey on November 22nd.
But that's news to Sarah's parents.
Do you know if she was friends with this guy who's being charged? Do you know if she had considered him a friend at any point?
No, I never see him before. I never heard of his name before.
Did her sisters know of him?
No, none of us know of him.
And what about those strange phone calls that her sister Aaliyah says Sarah received only hours before she went missing?
I was suspicious. I was super suspicious. I hate myself for not asking who it was.
But Sarah's phone records are reportedly what police used to track and connect Khalil Wheeler Weaver.
Cell phone records actually place Khalil Wheeler Weaver in some very key locations that would allegedly connect him to the murders of both Joanne Brown and Sarah Butler.
Sarah's parents get a good look at their daughter's accused killer in court when he pleads not guilty to the murders. Victor explodes in anger and pain.
Why you do that? Why?
You screamed out. Why'd you do that?
Yes, I want to know why. What did she do to him to make him do that to her?
In court, there is another shocker. The indictment lists a fourth, unnamed woman who told police she managed to escape the same suspected killer. Victor and Laverne Butler say that woman who got away reached out to them.
Why do you think she reached out to you?
I have no idea, and it's puzzling to me.
When she hear Sarah's story, she know that was the same person.
She say that's the guy who tried to,
strangle her.
The stage is set for an upcoming trial, and hopefully that will mean answers to a lot of lingering questions surrounding Wheeler Weaver.
What will justice for Sarah look like to you?
You get life or death.
And Victor Butler also hopes to see his precious daughter again, if only in his dreams.
I'm still waiting for that dream. I haven't even dreamed of it yet. That's the hardest part.
Until then, there's her loving sister Aaliyah, who says that Sarah is still a person who dreams are made of.
I dream of her a lot, and just like normal Sarah, the attitude and always smiling and just making jokes. That's how she is in all my dreams.
And thanks to Sarah, Aaliyah intends to make at least one of those dreams come true.
One thing Sarah did want to do was be the first Butler to graduate college. Sadly, she cannot. So I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be the first one in our family to graduate from college.
Wheeler Weaver remains in jail being held on $5 million bond. And we will, of course, follow this case as it goes through the courts and bring you the very latest here on the show and at crimewatchdaily.com.